Hey everyone, Brian Freeman here with Freeman's Construction. Hey, we're on a custom home project right now out in Ramona, and we've taken through this project a couple times, but now we're about a month away from being done. There's been a lot of progress over the last couple weeks, and I wanted to show you around here so you can see what's going on. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look here and see what's up. All right, so we're looking at the entryway here. We were just out on the porch, and you can see that here off to the left. We got a nice room when you come in. Take a look at this. See that we got the lights gone up in the entryway. This is your entry light here, and you turn around, and this is looking into the house. So you can see that in here. It looks right out to the back door, and then you have this nice space over here. This is like this is gonna be the office. It's got a closet in here. This wall is 50% of the way open on the length of this wall, so this doesn't classify as a bedroom. So this is something that you later on could fill in if you wanted to. That's done for septic system reasons, so they count septics and size septics based on bedrooms, so that's what the difference is. So this thing's got just a sliding door. You can see that the LVP flooring is down inside the closet, or it's really everywhere, but that's, you can see it in the closet. Let's go ahead and walk in here because this is the kitchen. We looked at this a while back and seen all these cabinets. It's starting to come together. The countertops are on now on all the islands, or on the island. And then this sink is in now. You can see this. This is the farm sink we were talking about in this here. It's got a lip here that we put on this. See this here? This keeps this water from dripping down onto the cabinets and ruining the cabinets doors down below. That's kind of a common problem with these farm sinks. The water will travel down this radius, and then it goes down onto the cabinet underneath. So this stops that from happening. So kind of a cool little thing. You look this way, these are the two big old freezer and refrigerator going in. So these are all built in. Nice tall cabinets. And then if you turn around here, you can see here is the range that's going in, or just a beautiful range that's going to be awesome for cooking. They got a pot filler that you can see by their little pipe sticking out, and then there's your hood going all the way up. So, and there's cabinet glass still needs to go in, so you can check that out. And then you can see on this, so this is something that doesn't happen all the time. If I turn around here, you can see this is, you'll put a cabinet face, like a door that matches your cabinets on your appliances. So this is on the dishwasher that you can see here, and they got the hardware to match. You can see all these hardware pulls that are going on, and that'll be going in here shortly. The same thing's gonna happen on the fridge. This up here, this is that beam we looked at out in the garage when we were talking about finished carpenter was gonna be putting this up. It's a false beam, but it looks structural. It's got the Lincoln log cuts. If you look right up top there, there's Lincoln log cuts up there that you can see, and that's how he spliced that together, and that runs the whole span of this vault all the way from that side of the great room in the kitchen, over to here, so at the other end of it. So that's done there. There's backing actually up in this, behind the drywall, to run a rafter all the way from the beam back down over to this wall, outside wall, later in the future when they want to do it, as far as spending the money to do it. So that's an option later to look just like that structural beam. So here's some sets of cabinets on the side of the fireplace. You can see how this has been set back, this cabinet, in order to allow for stone to wrap in here. They will put another piece of wood in here to fill this, so then that stone will die in here, and it doesn't bury the style on this cabinet here. So that's designed like that intentionally. This is a Fireplace Extraordinaire fireplace that'll heat the whole entire house. So it's an appliance, and it works awesome. Rocks going all the way up to the top on this. You'll see stone all the way there. And then this is a really cool feature here. This is their bar. So look at the cabinets they got going all the way up. Got two nice lights over the top for the shelving. It's gonna be lighting the shelving here. And then you got wine storage here. And then you got a nice farm sink here. It's got that same lip as the kitchen sink does right here. Keep the water from coming down. So in the quartz countertops. This is the pantry. So they got, this has made some progress, been painted out. and you can see the top's been put on now. It's a wood top here in the, you know, on the lower area. So looks pretty good. So this is just all painted. This is, I think it's MDF. It's all painted up in here. And then we got this is the powder you can see here. So quartz countertops, mirrors are set up in here now. Humidistat fan up at the top. Toilet's still got to go in, so they're still waiting on doing that right there. So and then this, I think we saw most of this done in here before, but now we got, this is the laundry. So these appliances have been set now. So these are actually, they're not the, they're a front loader, so not the top loaders. And then this section here, they got, this is actual quartz on top. And then they have cabinets down below. So there's a drawer, like a pull-out drawer underneath the bottom of this. And then obviously cabinets up above, so with storage, and he's got the pre-finished birch interiors. So more shelving here. And just a ton of storage here. A bench you can sit down on when you come in out of the garage. And this is your big old storage cabinet. And then solar tubes right here. So these are 14-inch solar tubes. They let in quite a bit of light. So that's what you're seeing there. And then jumping out into the garage. All right, so you can see this is the painter's actually working here on some of these exterior doors right now. So he's got these set up and spraying these. This is one of the French sets of French doors. So that's being worked on as we speak. This is that RV bay we're talking about. That's set up for a mini split up in the top. You can see that coming out for the condenser lines. And this is the back of that big old door we were looking at earlier. All right, let's go back. Let's take a look in the back of the house here. All right, so here's your bathroom. So this is going to be your hall bath. You walk in, toilet's set, tile is on the floor, the baseboard's down. You can take a look at this here. Got this antique brass finishing that you'll see. Look at this here, antique brass finishing on the door handles. Cool look, nice handles. So they're real solid handles. This has got a full height linen all the way up for lots of storage in here. Humidistat fan. And then you take a look here and you got, these are your cabinets. So you got oil bronze knobs and pulls in the cabinets. Quartz countertops. Got your mirrors here with some lights, vanity lights above it. So, and inside these drawers, I want to show you these here. So, or inside the cabinets itself, they're pre-finished birch on the boxes. So, it's pre-finished birch plywood. It's a good finish, you know, nice solid finish, and it's all plywood. So you don't have any of the MDF that swells or gets wet and goes bad on you. So, and these are shaker doors. So, a recessed shaker door that's on here, which is an inexpensive kind of cabinet to do. And then you have this here is a 5-piece drawer front, so it matches exactly what the door is. And then this is your box, so you can see that this is plywood, actually plywood. It's not your particle board like MDF. And then this is all pre-finished down inside the box here. You can get these where they're dovetail right here, but this one doesn't have dovetail. It's a little bit more money to do the dovetail. It's not there on these ones, but good, nice solid cabinet. So that's that. And then I wanted to show you this niche because we talked about this linear niche in the shower. So in the shower, this is just a small acrylic tub shower. It's like 5 by, I think it's probably like a 5 by 32 or so. But this is protected right now by this tape that we have on here to keep it from getting scratched up. But this has some big old tiles. These tiles are like, I think they're about 2 feet tall by 3 feet or so. And they probably cut them down a little bit, but you can see the size of the tiles going all the way up. So a lot less grout joints on these here. And what you see is now you come down here and you got this is your niche that's in here. So it's a linear niche. It runs the whole 5 feet. So it's a ton of space to put everything in here. So you can look a little closer, but this has got some ridges on all this. It's like looks like wood. And then this is instead of doing bullnose, they do this Schluter metal here, so you don't have a radius bullnose, and then this just grouts into here and grouts into here. Same thing on the edges that happened here as well. Schluter metal, turn around the sides. You can see a Schluter metal here, and then that, and then you can see this here. They fill this piece of tile here. So if you pull the drywall off and you float up against the studs, you don't have this piece. But if you do, if you float on top of the drywall, this pushes out a ½ inch and you got to fill that in. So that's why that is done like that. So there's a couple different options when you're deciding what you're going to do as far as the tile, as far as the look on that. So, all right, so that is the hall bath. Let's take a look and go down and check out the rest of the house. All right, so here's our bedroom. This is a bedroom here. You notice that all the floor is taped off. It doesn't look as great right now, but this is all rosin paper that's taped down to the LVP to protect the floors. So we want to make sure as soon as those floors go down, we're protecting them. You can see down here, this is that LVP that's in here. It's going to look really good whenever everything's pulled up here. So stack of drawers, or I should say shelves in here. And this is all MDF that's painted out. Holds up real good. All right, let's go down to the next room. So next bedroom, and we're gonna go real quick in here. So we're in another closet here, and you can see how they build the stack of shelves out of the MDF. And they have a double shelf and pull in some areas, and a single shelf and pull in others. All right, let's go check out the master bedroom. So we're in the master bedroom, and they are in the process right now of actually, they just finished painting some of these drawers, and they're gonna put these in back in the vanities in here. So let's take a look in here. So, all right, so this is the master bathroom that we're walking into right now. And this one is in progress as far as getting the tub done. So this area over here is where, this is where we showed you the actual tub fillers going in, and they tiled all this around that tub filler. You can see how that kind of finished out there. So got the same tile as the other bathroom did, and the tub is gonna sit right where I'm at, standing right now, and then there's your tub. It's there, it's a freestanding tub, so that'll be nice. This has already been floated. This is your shower, and it's got the big old piece of tile. These tiles here are at least 4 feet wide, and they've got almost just one grout joint vertical on this whole wall, and it's only where the niche is at. You can see it right here. Otherwise, this is like having a slab here, and then you have a joint every 2 feet on the horizontal joints going all the way up. You can see that here. So it goes all the way up. And then you can see, this is actually what this looks like before the Schluter metal goes on. So like right here, the Schluter metal will go here, and you can see the gap behind this right here, that's where the actual another piece will fill in. So we just looked at that into the bathroom. This has got the exact same niche, except this one's probably about a foot or two longer. So this right here, you can see the float. So this is what the tile sticks to. They use this float to level things. So if the walls are out of plumb slightly, they will square them up when they float. And it's really important they do a good job with that in order to make this tile lay real nice and tight, and then meet up well with the shower enclosures. So you can see down here a little bit more of a raw edge of it, what that looks like. And then the floor itself, there's a drain that's sitting underneath this tub here, but this is all sloped, all this mortar down to the drain. So it's also sloped, the waterproofing, remember there's the hot mop underneath it is sloped as well, so the water seeps through that, it goes and slopes in there. So here's your closet. We'll turn back around here in a second, look at the vanity, but this is the closet that got built. So they got some built-in cabinets. That's what those drawers are at out there in the master bedroom. They're sitting there. Those need to go in. And here's all your stacks of shelves. And this has got a bunch of shelves over here on this side. So here's your vanity. So this is all stain grade. It's got the brass knobs on it. You can see that. A little dusty in here, but this is, and then here's the mirrors. So a couple mirrors, lights here. And they've gone with the quartz in here as well. So you can see all that in here. So toilets just, looks like they're not set yet, but getting ready to set it. Take a look at that in there, how that thing hooks up. All right, one other thing I wanted to show you here is this is the tub filler. Look at this thing. This thing it's probably about 3 feet tall, big old thing. And that's what's gonna be mounting on that device down there. in the on the floor there right by the tub. All right, well, hope you enjoyed that tour here of this custom home that we're building. If you'd like to get more information about building a custom home or building an ADU or doing a whole house remodeling project, feel free to reach out to us. You can go to our website at freemansconstruction.com and make sure you go to our resources section and check out all the information we got there. We got pricing, floor plans, we got a huge FAQ section that's there that's got a ton of answers to a lot of the questions you might have. So make sure you check those out, and we'll see you again soon.